the women's groups really got organized around 1908, 9, 10, and primarily in Goldfield, because that was the big mining camp in those days, and there were a lot of women there. And they started all the different women's clubs, and they were dedicated, determined women who really brought awareness to social issues, because they were much more interested in, you know, children and women, and not that guys weren't, but just there was more interest there. And so for that, you had a lot of lawyers that were in that group, and most of them came from Goldfield. And then, of course, they spread out to different areas. But that was a very active time around 1910 for women's organizations. And, you know, you think about it, Las Vegas was very small in those days, so tiny, because it really started in 1905. And there were quite a few women's groups up here, too. You know, a lot of them were church women, but there also were civic organizations that had an agenda to push things for better education and better women's health and all of those things. So that was kind of, they were the forerunners of the beginning of a lot of the women's movements here. Of course, women didn't get the vote until 1914 in here in Nevada. So it was that time they were pushing for all of those things, and they were successful.